Top of the Tuesday, Bird Mafia. Welcome to the stream. Jake, you seem to be a hero of sorts today. People offering, I want to buy you a beer. People offering to buy you beers, steaks. This was unexpected. I was actually ADHD tuned into the Carmelo Anthony trial, literally tweeting away. And someone dropped into the comments saying that there was some other activity going down in front of the Collin County Courthouse. Eva, welcome aboard. And as fate would have it, after watching the confrontation, Eva said, I think he's in one of the comment threads. And I said, well, see if he'd be willing to pop into the scheduled live stream in half an hour. And here you are. Welcome aboard. And thank you so much for joining. Eva, thank you for being here as well.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
Yeah, this was very unexpected, but happy to have you here. I told you before we started, you are a hero of sorts today. You're everybody's hero on the internet, doing what a lot of us wish we could do. That was it was just, there's no words for it. It was just great.
Yeah, I appreciate it. I'm a friend of Magnolia's, obviously, because JLR posted it. I've had some work with her over the years when I was at Project Veritas, and I happened to go over to the courthouse because I live relatively close by, and I said this would be great content. So I go over there, and I happened to notice him, and I was like, I remember seeing recently an article, the one that's right here, from the Post, and I was like, I gotta confront him and ask him something about it. So the rest is history. You know.
Yeah, and you did it. So it's interesting. We don't know each other. We just met each
Right.
other a couple minutes prior to this stream.
Yep.
There was already trolls in the chat or like, we planted you there. None of that happened. We've never interacted. I will say it's sort of watching karma unfold right in front of our eyes, because the way you approached him, first of all, he's contested in court that the way he approaches people in public is freedom of speech, right? Protected by the First Amendment. And the way you did it was the complete opposite of the way that he does it to other people. You were calm. You shook his hand. You offered to shake his hand or give him a fist bump after,
Right.
which is more than I could say I'd be willing to do. But you remain calm throughout it, and you see these reactions from him that are consistent, repeating himself, right? He doesn't know you from Adam. And all of a sudden, he's asking about how many girlfriends you have, how many you've hitten or beaten, and then saying, you look like someone who touches children. It's a weird tactic. You were asking him a very specific question, very calm. It looked respectful, better than what I've seen him do to other people. And then this sort of, I don't know if it's projection where he's like asking it's so bizarre, but walk us. I have the video. I actually have your angle and I have his angle. But before we get there, walk us through. I mean, were you there for the Carmelo Anthony trial? Were you interested in that? And then things sort of changed when you saw that he was there. Is that how this unfolded, or?
Yeah, I mean, basically, I was getting some work done at home, and a friend texted me and was like, "You should probably get over to the courthouse. This is about to go down." I'm like, "Oh, that's a no brainer." So I literally sprinted out of the house. I got in my car and I drove over, and I was on my way, and just chaos ensuing, and then the verdict happened. So there's chaos as you saw in the clips on Twitter and stuff. Everything's just going crazy. I'm trying to get as much footage as I can. And then I happened to notice him, and I saw him, but it didn't click right away. So then I was like, just still doing my thing. And then I saw him again. I'm like, wait a minute. It hit me like a pile of bricks. So I was like, like I said, I got to talk to this guy. So I walked up to him, and like you saw in the video, I shook his hand. I acted like a fan. I'll be honest, like I was only a fan because of my friend Magnolia used to do work with him, until I recently heard what happened. So then I walked up to him. Like you said, I shook his hand, and I said, "Hey, big fan. What's up with the allegations?" And he started immediately getting nervous. He started getting, like literally shaking. It was crazy. And he literally put his phone like right in front of my face. And I was like, I didn't even tell him to back up. Like you said, I was honestly remaining very calm. I've been through like countless situations like this when I did work with PV. So it's like I'm kind of seasoned to this kind of stuff. And he didn't intimidate me at all. Like he was following me. I was trying to get him to like kind of go away. Essentially, it was just annoying. But I didn't give him any personal information. I didn't, give him any room or anything like that. And I said, "How about you walk with me? Just walk with me. I'm gonna walk home," because I told him I walked there. And he goes, "You didn't walk here." I'm like, "I walked here." So then I'm like, "How about you just walk home? You're gonna follow me anyway." So I actually have a photo. If I can share it really quick. He pretended to. I think he pretended to like stop and act like he wasn't following me, although he was like the only guy near me. Which is, I don't know if you can see that, but I just shared my screen in here.
We can. Hold on. Let me make this larger
Yeah.
for folks in the chat. Jesus. All right. Describe
Yeah.
what we're seeing here.
Yeah, so I'm walking down the road. So like if you left the courthouse, where that like I took that right, which is where these like my perspective is coming from. So he sat down and he paused his stream and took his other phone and was following me. And I'm like, obviously I didn't want to like walk, however many miles it is home because it's super hot. So I was like, let me just walk as far as I can. I turn around, I see him like that, and I keep going. He's following me. So there's like these woods area near the courthouse. I just took a right and like cut through over there. And then I hopped this creek, which was not, for the record, not hard to jump the creek. It was like very short. Like anyway, when I got home, I was skipping through his live stream to like catch up and see what happened. He failed to jump the creek. He fell into the creek and his foot got wet. And he said on stream, my foot's soaking. He like ran through the woods. I didn't run. I was walking away because I was like, I'm done. There's nothing here. And he kept. I don't even know if I don't want to call it stalking. I'm not whatever, but it is what it is. He's a strange guy. He couldn't answer a question, but if you guys saw it in my angle, some other lady came by and was like, he's just asking a question. I forgot what she said, but he responded to her what I kind of wanted. I was like, I'm just looking for an answer. And yeah, apparently this guy has a rocky background, to be honest, from what I've been looking up. So, I mean, that's pretty much the gist.
We're going to play that footage. I have it synced up with yours and his. We're going to do that. But before we do, those in the chat, first and foremost, if you could leave some evidence you were here tonight, hit that like button. It's appreciated. Put your DNA on that like button. Even I appreciate it. Second to that, we are a channel that encourages opinions. Even if Eva and I and Jake don't agree with those opinions. However, if it gets to a level where you're being disrespectful, throwing derogatory names around, our mods are some of the best mods in the business. You will get booted immediately. So we encourage everyone to share your opinions. We know everyone doesn't align with what we are putting out here on our stream tonight, and that's fine. We all have difference in opinions. But please try not to get booted. We appreciate you guys being here. We appreciate your feedback, even if it's not aligned with our own. Jake, we're going to watch that footage. It's going to go up on the screen, and you can relax. I don't know if you vape. Hit your vape while you're off the screen. Mute yourself.
I got pouches, my friend.
Perfect. I'm going to
Let's go.
All right, let's watch this together. And then also, before I play it, there's a woman that comes up during this. Well, there's two women, really. It seems like a woman who was sitting with JLR, and then there's a woman that comes up and says, essentially, not verbatim, but to the effect of, I used to watch JLR, and then I saw what unfolded with Magnolia, and she starts asking questions to JLR, at which point he says, I have a gag order. We have seen no indication that is factual. We see a no contact order, which prevents Magnolia and JLR from contacting each other. It prevents someone like JLR contacting his mom and saying, hey, reach out to Magnolia, or Magnolia reaching out to her brother and saying, reach out to JLR. But there's no gag order in this. There's nothing that says you can't give an explanation for your actions or allegations. So we're going to play this in its entirety. I don't want to pause it because I think if I pause it, the two videos will get out of sync, and I tried to sync them up as best I could with the amount of time we had. So here we go. I'm going to take Eva and Jake off the screen, and we're going to watch this unfold.
Yo, JLR?
Yeah.
Huge fan, bro.
Hey.
Huge fan. Jake.
Hi, Jake. How are you?
Do you know my friend Magnolia by chance?
No.
No?
No.
You weren't accused of, like, beating
No.
her and potentially strangling her?
So,
You
who
weren't,
are you?
That's not true?
Huh?
That's not
So,
true?
who are you?
I'm Jake.
Jake.
Yeah.
Where are you from, Jake?
Where am I from?
Yeah.
America.
America.
Yeah, but let's stay on topic.
So what's going on?
So I'm just asking a question.
So where are you from?
I'm from here. I'm asking.
here?
I'm just asking a
So what's
question.
your last name?
Don't worry about that. I'm just asking.
So why are you asking me questions?
Because I'm wanting to know the answer. Is that true?
Yeah,
Or
I'm
is
gonna
that,
tell
is
you.
it, well, I'm just asking. Is it fake news?
Huh?
Is that fake news?
What do you think?
I'm asking you.
What do you think?
I don't know what I think.
What do
I'm
you
just-
think, Jake?
I don't know the whole story. I'm asking you.
So where are you from?
I'm from here. I'm
What's
just
your
asking.
last name?
I'm just asking you a question, dude. It's just like.
Tell me about your life.
It's just
When,
like a
where
yes
were you
or no.
born?
No, I'm asking you. If
Where were you? I'm asking you.
I'm
Where were
asking
you
if you were
born?
accused of beating.
I'm asking you
Magnolia,
where you were
being a
born.
potential strangler. I just saw news reports, so I'm just asking.
Okay.
I just happened to see because I saw your shirt over there and I was
Yeah.
like, oh, I recognize that guy. So I just happened to like.
All right. Cool.
Yeah, of course, buddy.
Yeah.
Love it.
Buckets, right?
Yeah, buddy. Texas.
So tell me about yourself.
Yeah, no, I was just asking a question. So like, did
Tell
you,
me about
Did
yourself.
you beat and strangler? Or is that
Tell me
fake?
about yourself.
No, I'm just asking. Can you like?
I'm not going to answer your questions.
So you can't tell me if it's fake or not?
Why would I answer your questions?
Because I'm just asking a question.
Okay, I don't want to talk about that.
All right. So why can't you just like say it's fake or nothing?
Are you deaf?
I'm just asking.
Are you deaf?
All I need is an answer.
Are you deaf?
No, obviously I'm not.
Tell
deaf.
me about yourself, Jake.
Don't worry about it.
Tell
I'm
me.
just asking a
Well, I'm
question.
going to find out who you are.
You can.
I will.
Go ahead.
I will.
That's okay.
I will.
Hi.
I
What's
will,
up, guys?
Jake.
Why
I
are you
will,
shaking?
Jake.
Why are you shaking?
Oh, so what? You're going to come up and say I'm shaking, but then I'm going,
Yo,
what?
you're just shaking. I don't
Right?
know. All I did was ask a question.
Huh?
All I did was ask a question
But you keep asking questions.
because you won't answer.
I just said I don't want to talk about it. That's your answer.
That's my answer.
That's your answer,
It's
Jake.
really like a non-answer.
That's your answer. Oh, okay. Well, let's talk about your personal life.
Well, why
I
don't we-
can't wait
why
to
don't-
share
why don't-
your personal
that's
life
fine.
on the internet,
I'm-
Jake. I can't wait to
I'm not
share
sharing
your personal life.
It's just public reports.
Okay, I can't wait to share your personal
You
life.
can if you want.
I am.
That's fine.
I am.
All
Thanks
I'm-
for the permission, Jake.
Sure.
Thank you.
I really, it's the
Thank you
internet.
for the permission, Jake.
I'm just saying.
We
lower-
have
just-
12,000 people watching, Jake.
That's fine. Just
All right, so where are you from?
Listen, hold on. Let's take a breath for a second. Lower your cortisol levels for a second.
Okay.
Let's just
You're
take a
up.
breath.
You're up to me.
No, all I did was come up and ask a
Okay,
question.
and I told you I don't want to talk about that.
Okay. So,
Okay?
okay. Here's the answer.
Jake,
Here's the
Jake,
answer. Fake
Jake,
or not fake?
Jake, I don't want to talk about that.
Okay, because you're live.
Huh?
Do you want to stop live so they can just tell
So
me?
talk about your personal life.
I don't
How many
need to talk-
girlfriends have you had?
What-
Have you ever
what does
been
that
accused
matter?
of beating a girl?
Huh?
Have you ever been accused of
I've
beating
never
a
laid
girl?
my hands on a female.
You never laid your hands on a female?
Absolutely not.
Well, all the females say that?
Good. That's fine. I'm just asking a question.
I know, Jake. I know. I mean, you're asking, you sound like a broken record, Jake.
I'm just asking a
You're
question.
sounding like a broken record.
Okay.
So, Jake,
You're-
I'm going to find out
you're
who
shaking
you are.
and you sound like someone who can't
I'm not
answer
shaking. I'm not shaking.
All right. Well,
All right, Jake,
all I
take
said
it
was,
easy, Jake.
for the
Take-
record,
Jake,
sir, all I
take
said
it
was
easy,
I
Jake.
saw a public report. I just recognized him. I can't.
Take it,
Yeah,
take
on
it
purpose.
easy,
Ask
Jake.
a question
Have a
about
good
it.
day, Jake. Have a good day, Jake.
Yeah, I got tattoos.
Okay, yeah, you got tattoos. Yeah, yeah.
There we go.
So what's your last name?
Don't worry about it.
How many girlfriends have you had in your
Well,
life?
how is that relevant?
Have you? Why is it not relevant?
How is
I'm
that
just
relevant?
asking you questions.
At least I didn't
Tell
beat
me
my
about your mom and dad.
girlfriend,
Oh, so you think I did something?
That's why I'm asking.
But you just said it as a statement of fact.
No, I said it as a
So
question.
tell me about your mom and dad. You got a mom?
Of course I have. Do you have a mom?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
What's your mom's
Cool.
name?
What's your mom?
Donna?
Oh, okay.
What's your mom's name?
Don't worry about it.
Oh, so don't worry about it, huh? You ask me stuff about my personal life, but I can't ask you about your.
Are you
My
in-
mother's name is Donna. My
are you
father's
in-
name is Tim. What's
Are
your
you
dad's
in, Are you
name?
in point five? Or are you
What's your
in-
dad's name,
It'd be
Jake?
funny if it was in point
Jake,
five.
you're asking me stuff about my personal
You're
life.
shaking, dude. All I
Huh?
asked was a question.
I'm not shaking.
He's
He's not
Look at him.
shaking.
Look.
No, you're just making
Look,
things
here,
up,
look.
Jake. You're just making things up, Jake. I'm
All right.
holding my camera.
Well, look, all I did was ask a question.
Right.
That's what it is. What it is.
Well, I'm asking you questions.
Yeah, I don't
So I'm
need
gonna
to
walk
answer
you to your car and ask you questions.
Well,
All right, we're gonna play
I don't have a
questions.
I actually just walked here.
You just walk.
Yeah.
You're lying.
No, I'm serious. I walked.
Yeah, you're lying.
No, I'm serious.
So tell me about your mom and dad. Tell me about your personal life. You got, how many girlfriends you had in your life?
Doesn't. How is that relevant?
How many girlfriends you have in
Sorry,
your life?
table game.
How's my life relevant to you?
Well, I'm just asking a question.
How's my life relevant to
Well,
you?
you're a public guy.
So tell me, well, are you a public guy?
No,
You're not.
I'm just here because I thought this
You're
was
just a private citizen, right? Jake,
Kind of, yeah. Well, I guess
Jake,
it's
you're just a
not
private
possible.
citizen, right?
Well,
So
I-
tell me, how many girlfriends have you had in your life? Have you ever
I've
been
had-
accused of hitting a girl?
No, have you?
Have you ever been accused of touching kids?
Absolutely.
I'll personally give you my opinion. You look like you touch kids.
I
Yes,
look
you
like
do. You
Dude,
look like
you're
you touch.
shaking.
You
You're
look like
literally
you.
shaking.
You look like you touch kids. You look.
Whatever.
Look, you do. You look like you touch kids.
I definitely
You
do
look
not-
like you touch kids.
You look like you.
I know.
Sorry.
He's
you
not
look like
shaking. He's been in the
Look-
sun all
look
day
at-
trying to report.
Okay,
I know,
see,
Jake.
that's-
You
there's
look
the
like you
answer.
touch kids.
Here's the answer.
You
Well,
look
actually,
like you
we're all
touch
here.
kids,
We're all here
Jake.
on
We're
the
gonna
same
find out.
thing.
We're gonna
Did
find
you
out who
say
you
he
are.
was guilty before the jury came out?
What was that?
Jake, how many
Hold on,
kids have
hold
you
on, hold on.
touched, Jake?
Hold on.
Jake,
I
you
haven't
touch
touched
kids?
0. What was your question? I'm sorry.
So tell me about your personal life, Jake.
Steve, what was your
Tell me
question?
about your personal life,
Did you
Jake.
say anybody in this case was innocent or guilty?
I've had no public opinion on this case. I've never.
Then why are you here?
Because like I said before, I thought it was interesting. I will, but I'm just saying. I
Okay,
thought
bye.
it was interesting.
Bye then.
All right. Well, I was answering your question.
Bye.
All right. You have a great day.
So what's your mom's name?
Walking.
Yeah, what's your mom's name?
Yeah.
What's your mom's name?
My mom's name?
Yeah.
It's Mom.
Your mom's name's Mom, huh?
Yeah. What's your mom's name?
Huh?
What's your mom's
Donna.
Donna.
What's your mom's name?
name? What about it?
What about your mom?
What is irrelevant?
What about your mom? What's your mom do for a living?
I was just asking a question about.
What do you do for a living?
Well, I was just
What do
asking
you
a
do
question
for a
about
living?
public.
What do you do for a
public
living?
reports.
Huh? What do
I
you
was
do
just
for a
asking a
living?
question about public.
So why are you
reports.
saying I'm shaking? You think
Because
I'm
you were.
shaking?
Look at you are right now. Look at your hand.
With you. I'm walking with you.
Do you like?
I know. We got 14,000 people
What's up,
live.
guys?
Hey Jake, how you doing?
You're shaking too. You're not part of this group. So
Tell me about
why
it.
is everyone shaking? I don't understand. About?
Everybody wants to know about it.
Can't hear. Speak.
All right, let's hear it.
Turn it up. I was just asking.
You got crooked teeth.
I do have
Tell
cricket.
me about your mom. Tell me about your girlfriends. How many girlfriends have you had in your life?
I was just asking.
How many girlfriends have you had in your
I was
life?
just asking.
Hey Jake, how many? Yeah, so you don't have girlfriends?
Huh?
not
I'm not
even
going to give you any personal information.
So why are you asking me about personal information
Well,
about me?
well, how is it personal if it was a public report I saw?
I don't know anything.
It's on Fox.
I know, but so I can't ask you nothing about personal about your
Well,
life,
you could. I don't have to answer. Right?
right?
Right.
So what's your last name?
You want that?
Find out.
You can.
I'm going to.
I have no doubt you'll probably find it.
I will.
It's fine.
I will.
I really don't
find
care.
out your last name.
I'm not scared.
question?
Yeah.
Why y'all fighting?
Huh?
Why y'all fighting?
We're
Well,
not
I
really
think he
fighting.
touches
I came
kids.
over to him because I saw a public report that
There's
he
reports
abused,
out there that he's
strangled, and hit
possibly
his
into, like,
girlfriend at the
abusing
time.
girls.
And I recognized him. I came over and I just want to ask him a question. So then he
His
starts
name
doing
is
this
Jake.
and asking me
He has
questions.
multiple girlfriends that we don't know about,
He has
so I'm asking him about
literally
his
haven't
girlfriends.
answered a single question.
name's
so this is
Jake.
coming out of his ass. All I did was
I know
ask him a
Jake.
question about a public
I know
report.
Jake.
That was it.
Is
I
the
know.
fight, ask yourself, is the fighting worth it? Is
Was
it
that-
really worth it? Is it really worth it?
No. I was like I said. I was just
I'll
curious
walk with you
about
when you leave,
getting
Jake.
an answer.
I'll
That was
stay on
that.
till you leave.
That was that.
I'll walk with you when you leave, Jake.
That's fine.
Cool.
Y'all stop fighting.
I'll walk with you when you leave, Jake.
I'm not trying to. I'm not fighting. I'm just asking a question.
Okay, yeah, I can't
She's
talk
asking
about
a
that.
question.
So now I'm going to ask Jake about. So I said that. Okay, so I was. I give you time.
I'm a big fan of yours.
Was.
And then you got all
I appreciate your question.
You're such an asshole.
Why?
Because I've seen how you were. I just saw you how you were treating this guy, and I see how you.
All right, have a good day. I don't want to engage with you. Thank you.
I
But
see how
Jake,
you're treating me. I just walked up
Jake,
and
tell
talked.
me about all the girls you were with.
That's
Jake.
the only answer I'm looking for.
Yeah,
I
tell me
mean,
about
like,
all the girls you were with,
all I
Jake.
asked was, what happened with Magnolia? Why don't you sell us? You know.
That's what I'm trying to find out.
Girls you were with, Jake.
That's what I'm trying to find out.
Are you out here about him or about what
Well,
went on
I am
there?
here about here, but like I said, I recognize
But
it.
you came over and said, I'm a big fan of
I
yours.
was.
And then you started
you're a big
questioning
fan of
what you were doing.
Was.
You was.
No, you said
but
I
you
am.
said it in current. You were a big fan.
Was, is, whatever.
Oh,
Misspoke.
so you just come up and say it.
Misspoke,
Right? You're
whatever.
a big fan, but now that
Yo, JLR,
yeah.
huge fan. No,
See how
Jake.
you're treating me. I just walked up
Jake,
and
tell
talked.
me about all the girls you were with, Jake.
that's the only answer I'm looking for.
Yeah,
I
tell me
mean,
about
like,
all the girls you were with,
all I
Jake.
asked was, what happened with Magnolia? Why don't you sell us? You know.
That's what I'm trying to find out.
Girls you were with, Jake.
That's what I'm trying to find out.
Are you out here about him or about what went
Well,
on
I
there?
am here about here, but like I said, I recognize
But
it.
you came over and said, I'm a big fan of
I
yours.
was.
And then you started
you're a big
questioning
fan of
what you were doing.
Was.
You was.
No, you said
but
I
you
am.
said it in current. You were a big fan.
Was, is, whatever.
Oh,
Misspoke.
so you just come up and say it.
Misspoke,
Right? You're a
whatever.
big fan, but now that
It's a great question. It's a great question. So he's gonna follow me home. I told him I walked here. He's gonna follow me home. It's actually kind of funny. All I did was ask a question if he abused, strangled, and hurt Magnolia, and he started shaking. Cortisol levels spiked through the roof. Oh,
In here right now.
yo, look who it is.
There's something
Yo.
being done.
Say hello.
Now, what you can do,
It's hilarious. Say hello. That's all.
quietly go
We
home,
record each other.
and that's the call of the day. That's
Oh my goodness. Very important questions being asked by JLR. Like, do you have a mom? What's your mom's name? The church music, I don't think you could have asked for better timing. It was like the theatrical finale to this confrontation. And then he did this to Dolly in Las Vegas in front of CrimeCon where he starts talking about teeth and appearance, asks you how many girlfriends you have in your life, which is just a really weird question, not really a question that you get from a journalist often. I like seeing that there is more of my footage, and unfortunately it was a little out of sync at the end, but at some point a gentleman comes up and tells you to scoot. JLR pauses for maybe 5 or 6 seconds and then continues following you and continues filming you as your back is turned. You've completely disengaged. You see him walking through the parking lot in your footage. And you said, I don't know if that's stalking. Stalking probably has to be repeat offenses, but acutely, as we're watching here, this is the very definition of someone stalking. You've disengaged. You said, hey, would you like to shake hands? This conversation is over. And he continues following you, apparently through the parking lot into a creek. Jake, I have one important question for you. How many girlfriends do you have?
He actually posted my girlfriend from my pinned post on my Instagram. So it is what it is. But I do want to stress something. This isn't about me. This is about my friend Magnolia. She is the victim here. I was just kind of throwing a curveball into his day. This is 100% about her. She's dealing with a lot. And, on top of, him beating her, it's just not okay, and one thing I did notice, I actually haven't seen anyone point this out yet. He was wearing a cross like me. I was wearing a cross. He was wearing a cross, and he's been publicly shown that he beats women, woman. Sorry, I mispronounced that a lot, whatever. But nonetheless, he that's not okay. It's a walking, he's a walking hypocrite. So, it is what it is. But yeah, I just want to stress that I'm not, Magnolia is the victim here, and she deserves all the justice she can possibly get.
I agree with you on that. And I think that's really important to stress here. Many have questioned our motives. People say that we're obsessed with him and, all this nonsense. It's always been about justice for Magnolia. And, what he is accused of doing is absolutely disgusting. Magnolia has become a friend of sorts to just about everybody that's in this chat right now, our community. She's very beloved, kind of hard not to love her. She's a lovable person. And it's just wrong. It's terrible. And like you said, not only did she have to go through this, but I feel, in my opinion, this is my personal opinion, that the justice system has completely failed her in all of this. She did what she could and has, moved on with her life and trying to rebuild it. And then now having to go through some very, very heavy health issues on top of it it's awful. And our heart bleeds for her, all of us here.
Can I make a quick note?
Yeah, go ahead.
Sorry, I want to say allegedly beat her. I'm not saying he did or didn't because I don't have the facts there.
Yeah, it's allegedly here. Yeah, allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly.
For the allegedly. I want to take a second. I see some people who have sent some fan funding, PJ Vision member for 4 months, some other people sending jewels, and I would ask for tonight's live stream, if you have extra resources, please don't send them to Eve and I. We appreciate it. But I've pinned that GoFundMe link for Magnolia's journey as she fights cancer and gets her life situated. She's raised $6,171 of $25,000, and that link is pinned to the chat. You point out the cross, and look, I'm not in a position to judge other people and their religion, what they do behind closed doors, et cetera. But I will note, it's the second time where I've heard this individual be disgusting, right? Las Vegas, you're making fun of someone's teeth, you're confronting them. It's now twice that we've heard, hey, this is out of character, when we know this is, in fact, your character. And then during those episodes, never mind the cross, it's a good point out for us. But aside from that, he's telling people, God bless you in the middle of this, right? He's doing this sort of performative kindness as he's following you, calling you names, telling you that you're a woman beater. In fact, there's one point where I hear this guy come up to you guys and be like, "What's going on?" And he's like, "Yeah, I'm asking him." No, sir, you were not asking Jake any questions. Jake asked you a question, and you've tried to flip the script here and make it seem like you are asking him questions now. And you just admitted to your audience you don't know who Jake is. You don't know his last name, right? I'm going to find out your last name. You don't know who this guy is from Adam, and you're now throwing baseless accusations saying that Jake beats his girlfriend. Jake looks like a person who touches children, then saying God bless you. It's all performative. It's absolutely disgusting to watch that unfold. And it's the second time, like the last incident in Las Vegas with Dolly almost mirrors this, except the whole script was reversed this time. Right. You went up to him, and again, I want to hit on how this is journalism, right? This is a public sidewalk in front of a public courthouse where many people have gathered. I also pointed this out earlier that this is already a heated crowd. The verdict just came down for Carmelo Anthony. You can tell I'm literally, like I said, I was so hyper focused on this trial and verdict today that I was literally reporting in real time about how spicy the crowd looked like it was getting after that verdict dropped. Now you're in that spicy crowd and you're pointing a finger at a man you don't know and saying this man touches children. That could have turned deadly for you. Right?
Well, yeah, I don't mean to interject, but like to your point, yes, I showed up right as the chaos began. So, I actually was attacked by some black gentleman who was calling me a white devil and stuff because I was recording. So like, you're right. It was 100% chaotic the moment I arrived. Right. So you're right. It could have went south very quickly.
Yeah, and I think he knew that. I think that's part of his manipulation and why he sort of tried to flip the script. But really dangerous to do, both being there physically dangerous, but also dangerous from a legal perspective. Like just meeting someone after 5 minutes and saying, you look like someone who touches children. Look, even I don't even know your background. This is all unfolded so quickly.
Right,
I don't know enough to say, like, it seems like you're a good guy, right?
Right. Well, coincidentally, funny enough, I actually help a friend of mine who exposes pedophiles. He goes around and catches pedophiles live using decoys and stuff. If you don't mind me shouting out PP Long Island, sorry, but I help him out because I believe that's doing the Lord's work, right? And for someone to tell me that is outrageous. By the way, I know he was just throwing ad hominems, but it's just like it's crazy. It's absolutely outrageous.
Well, I'll tell you what pisses me off about it. What really, besides that, you just don't do that, right? JLR had, there were rumors going on about a month ago. They were going around, swirling around, that there was child porn on his phone and things of that nature. And we ourselves, even with everything going on with him, publicly denounced that, right? We said, hey, look, that's not something that you accuse somebody of unless you have absolute proof. Like that's a hard line. I don't know, for us, like integrity wise, like we would never go like even hinting at that unless there was absolute evidence of, and we shut that down like really quickly ourselves. Like, yeah, he's an asshole and he's disgusting in a lot of ways, but if there's no proof of that, nobody should be saying that about him, right? Like that should be a line for everybody, because that's a whole different kind of serious allegation. Like that's not something you just toss around.
Mm-hmm. I totally agree. I mean, I kind of just let it deflect off of me. I got pretty tough skin, to be honest. I'm like you've seen with this. I'm not a public figure. I actually have been behind the camera my entire career, right? So. I don't care about being in front of the camera, to be clear. I don't really care, but just to say something like that is crazy. Obviously he was frantic and just grabbing at straws for something because he was getting put on blast in front of his audience. It has to happen. Someone has to do it. You know what I mean? So.
He was absolutely rattled. That's why he wasn't making sense. When we were watching it, I was like, he has no idea what to do right now. And
Right.
that's a really good point that you had too, right? For him to flip the script and start asking you questions, you're not a public figure, right? JLR he's a self-proclaimed public figure. He wants to be a public figure. He's a content creator. He claims to be a journalist. He wants these views. He wants the followers. This comes with it, right? Your own personal life gets put out in public purview too, along with what you do. You're not immune from scrutiny.
Right. Right. And one thing I thought it was really funny. I didn't, like I said, I didn't give him any room to I didn't give him any personal information. I didn't give him anything like that. I'm not kidding. Like he had it. I have the background on, so you can't see it, but I don't know if the video does it justice. He was really shaking, like bad. And I'm like, dude, just calm down. Like all I did was ask a question. You can tell me it's fake news. You can even lie to me. It's fine. I don't care. You can just tell me that. I'll walk away, but here we are. So.
Yeah, you seem pretty reasonable in the video, even with him slinging baseless accusations your way. You remain calm. You gave him space. You didn't push your phone up into his face, and it was handled really, really well. Trying to
It's just
think.
crazy.
Well,
It just, yeah.
It's
I mean,
been-
the other part is he also got my license plates, by the way. I don't know if you guys saw that. Good thing he blurred it because I would have had, on top of the allegation that I touch kids, which I obviously do not, him posting my license plate is crazy. For the record, I didn't duck. I saw him recording me. I just stared at him as I drove by. But like for him to do that because he got mad that he got put on blast just shows that, you have something to hide.
Well, conveniently, as fate would have it, right towards the end of when he was following you, his stream dropped out.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he may have seen your license plate with his own two eyes, but it's not anywhere to be found on his stream. So somebody was looking out for you today.
Well, he got lucky. So
I still don't understand the whole license plate thing. He's done this to Summer Wells' family. She's a missing child from Tennessee, and he filmed the parents, their license plate. He's done this before with the whole license plate in Vegas when he confronted Dolly, basically saying that he had his license plate. Who among us works at DMV? What the fuck are we going to do with all these license plates anyways?
right.
I mean, it's just so silly. Obviously, it's not silly for you.
Karen move.
Yeah, it's not silly.
Karen move.
It's a Karen move. I guess it's not so silly when you have 500,000 subscribers, right? And if you put that out and people in Texas are then identifying when you drive by and harassing you. But it was all very Karen-like. The whole reaction from him was very Karen-like.
Yeah. I have a photo somewhere. I'll grab it. But he's like holding the phone in my face with like that hand on the hip kind of like look. And I'm just like, dude, like whatever, man. Like I don't care.
That's his signature pose.
Yeah, he's a goofball, whatever. Goofy guy for sure. But yeah.
Where can people find you, Jake? On social media? People probably want your Cash App. They really do want to send you beers and steaks.
Hey,
and
if you guys want to send me beers, I will post something on my Twitter at RealMantel. I would love a beer. It's a very hot day. It's only Tuesday and it's been a long week. That would be hilarious, and I will happily take that. But yeah, you can find me on Twitter at RealMantel. If anyone needs any photo or video or needs me to go confront people, hit me up.
That's hilarious. We appreciate you hopping on. We appreciate you staying calm throughout the questioning today. Appreciate everything you did today, to be honest. And I'm glad that we connected. Eva, I'll let you have the last word with him. I'm actually going to get a screenshot of his X account so I'm more visual sometimes versus handles. I remember the visual appearance of an X handle. So let me put that on the screen for him. And
Yeah, I'll put it up in like 10 minutes. I'll put a donate a beer to me. That'll be great. I love you guys. Shout out your fan base. You guys rock.
Yeah, you listen, you might get more beer than you bargained for today, but that was absolutely amazing. And yeah, thank you for being here and not only being here, sharing this with us. Thank you for doing it. And most importantly, thank you for sticking up for Magnolia. And just the way that you did it, it needed to happen, right? It needed to happen with somebody level-headed that was able to stay calm, like you did. And just goes to show his true nature, because even when somebody is calm, cool, and collected right in front of him, he is still the same old JLR.
Yeah, for real. And I just want to say, for anyone who does donate for a beer, I'll match it and send that to Magnolia as well, because like I said, she's the real victim here. So I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. And yeah, I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your week.
Thank you. Hope we are able to connect with you in the future. Keep doing what you're doing. Your Twitter handle is up on the screen. As soon as you put out that Cash App, I will retweet you over on X. You have a new follower today from me. And the fact that you are taking any beer donations and then giving it back to Magnolia tells you what kind of person you are. So appreciate you coming on.
Appreciate you guys. Thank you very much.
All right, Jake. Be well.
Bye-bye.
What a crazy 24 hours, Eva. I've been trying to focus on this white boy radio audio. I think we're gonna do that tomorrow, because we're gonna eat dinner. We weren't expecting a guest to come on. We weren't expecting this to unfold the way it unfolded at all today. I will say, just to recap, we have 3 arrests over in Pima County. We have footage now of one of those arrests, body cam footage. Let me put that up on the screen. I kid. That's not body cam footage. That's nerdy humor.
The body cam footage is on its way.
Yes. On a serious note, FOIA Friday came early. Eva has already requested, as soon as we had the case number, we requested the body cam footage from Alex Zabel, one of the people that was arrested. 2 arrests, 1 citation there, and then this confrontation over in Texas, all in 24 hours. I want to, before we go, play 2 clips. One is from KOLD on the matter in Pima County. And then I want to show you inside Pima County Jail, my own footage from a ride-along that the trolls say that I never went on. How did I get this footage? Who knows? But we're going to show it to you. Here's the KOLD piece. It's quick.
At right now is exterior. Here we go. What you are looking at right now is exterior outside of Nancy Guthrie's residence. And today, the Pima County Sheriff's Department announced that they have officially arrested 3 individuals who identify themselves as social media streamers in the Foothills neighborhood, again, where Nancy Guthrie originally was reported missing. The Sheriff's Department has received numerous complaints about these individuals blocking roadways, trespassing, and disrupting the peace in this neighborhood. Now, deputies initially issued warnings, followed by posting of no trespassing signs and the issuance of citations for violations. Despite those efforts, some individuals continue to disregard the law. After reviewing the video evidence showing one of these arrestees urinating in public behind a makeshift tent, Sheriff Chris Nanos directed deputies to take a stronger enforcement approach. Again, this is reading directly from that confirmation that PCSD gave to us. Sheriff Nanos will no longer tolerate behavior that disrupts the community or violates the law. Effective immediately, individuals found in violation of the law may be cited and released on a first offense. However, repeat offenders may be arrested and booked into the Pima County Adult Detention Complex on charges of public nuisance under Arizona Revised Status 132917, a Class 2 misdemeanor. Now, 2 of the 3 individuals today booked into that Pima County Adult Detention Complex, Alexander Zabel Jr., 54, officially charged with 2 counts of obstructing a highway or thoroughfare and 1 count of public nuisance. Now, Troy Lewis Bradshaw, 34, was charged today with 1 count of public nuisance, and a 3rd individual, Damian Todd Inderl, 46, was charged with 1 count of a public nuisance. He was cited and released. As of this moment, that is all the information that we have for you. But once again, this is ongoing coverage of Nancy Guthrie's disappearance. We'll continue to keep you updated right here on Tucson Now, as well as KOLD.com and KOLD itself until the very end of the investigation.
Okay. And just to hit on the topic that we were just discussing, when I said that tensions were already high in front of the Collin County Courthouse for Carmelo Anthony. We're still waiting for that jury to decide his sentence. But as soon as that verdict came down, things got heated there, right? I said that I think things will get heated as the evening progresses. And this news just broke from one of our mods, Kim. Thank you so much. It reads, police just broke up a fight outside the courthouse where the Carmelo Anthony trial is taking place. Tensions are high between Carmelo supporters and Austin supporters. The jury is currently deliberating what Carmelo's sentence will be after finding him guilty of murder. So touching on what we were talking about earlier, to scream these allegations in front of a crowd that's already heated, really shitty thing to do. Last thing that we have up here that's going to go up on your screen right quick. This is the Pima County Jail. So on my ride along, tried to protect the police officer's identity in this, but just a short clip from when you get into this secure area and you're brought in a police car, that intake area outside and then inside. Here that is.
Yep, that's me. You're probably wondering how I ended up in this situation.
So they have these like windows where you walk up, the police officers give all the forms that are required for them, and then the inmates walk off to the right after they're fingerprinted, mugshots, all that. So that was on the ride along that I was never actually on. That's all we have for tonight. We appreciate everyone tuning in. We were going to cover originally White Boy Radio's court hearing, the second half of that. We will schedule that for tomorrow. That's all we have. I want to stop briefly and scan through the chat, say hi to both the people that support us and even the trolls. Thank you guys for tuning in. If you guys could please hit that like button on your way out tonight, we would appreciate it. Eva, we have what smells like a good dinner ready for us as soon as we're done here. Chicken smells amazing. I'm starving.
I was going to say, if you guys, normally we go for at least an hour. This is what happens when Nerdy goes live before he eats. It's the quickest in and out. We just crammed a lot into the last 50 minutes.
Crammed a lot into the past 24 hours. We have these people who think that, first of all, like coming into the chat tonight, they're like, well, you planted Jake there. I didn't know Jake before I got here. Had no idea who this dude was.
We just met Jake an hour ago.
We have the same crowd that are adamant that, I mean, granted, I did mislead people. I was trolling people, but I stated that I was the one that made all these 911 calls, right? As these citations started being issued last week, I'm like, you know what? It was me. And I posted a video where I thought people would understand my humor. The people that have followed me for a while understand my humor, but it was a 911 dispatcher, random guy that says 911, how can I help you? And then Trump's voice complaining about the obstruction. And these people are so hell-bent that I am the person that caused all of these problems. Sometimes you just got to look inwards to see who created the problem. It wasn't me. And I challenge anyone. 3 things I challenge people on is to find a felony conviction for me, A. B, I challenge you to FOIA the request. Spend your hard-earned money on that FOIA audio from Pima County. Do it. And I challenge you to the last item to find a link between me and Jake. I just followed him today on X. Never met the guy. I challenge you to all three of those things.
We only found out who Jake was because JLR doxed him immediately. It was like that was just like a bonus at the end of all this. We were already planning to go live and we're like, wait, here's the guy, because we wanted to know who the guy was. We all wanted to buy him a beer. Yeah. Good luck with the FOIA. I mean, it's a waste of money in my opinion, but
No, do it. Keep them busy.
God
Don't say
bless.
that. Yeah.
Well, the funny thing is they're not going to find your number anywhere. They will find my number one time. And I've said this before. I did call. I called one time and it was when they were prank calling and harassing Sue Ellen. And I felt that it warranted a call. I didn't say anything dishonest. I was given an email address by the dispatcher and I sent the clip of them prank calling Sue Ellen. So that's all you're going to find.
That was like 3 weeks ago, though. I want them to spend their time and money on this past week and find who called. Clearly, the Pima County Sheriff says these are calls from locals, right? Neighbors of Nancy's. Let them spend their time on it. Let them walk in, call in with their LinkedIn haircuts and their linebacker blazers and let them go to work. That'll keep them busy for a little while. And let's be real, JLR didn't dox anyone or find anyone. His hungry hens, the people in his chat are the ones that found it and then relayed it to JLR like they always do. So the nice part is Jake just seems to give zero fucks about it all, which is nice. Guys, we appreciate you guys tuning in. Please thank our mods. That's Kim, Hello Spring, FBI Arena, Tracy, Sleuthy was in here earlier. Please thank the mods for keeping this a safe space, for making sure that obnoxious trolls are booted. Again, we welcome people's opinions, but we don't want that derogatory shit in our chat. Say thank you to them.
Actually, I was going to say a special shout out to the mods tonight. I got a newfound appreciation for our mods last night because I may or may not have been trolling in somebody else's chat. And I was just dumbfounded with how long I was allowed to stay in there with the shit that I was saying. And I pointed out to you that our mods would have booted me out within the first 3 seconds. So you guys rock.
Yeah, even we're up way too late. First of all, we were up to like 4 a.m., but we were in a stream where it was none of the streamers that were arrested, but some guy who was waiting outside Pima County Jail. And their mods allowed me to just sit there laughing and trolling them for like 10 minutes before finally realizing I needed to go. People are like, this is all Nerdy's fault, and it's White Boy Radio's fault. Like, it's wild. But yes, thank our mods. Thank you, Eva, for hopping on. I know it's never easy with my ADHD and my impulse. I'm always like, all right, we're going to do this typically at 9, but tonight we're going to do it at 7 because I didn't want to waste this opportunity to get this guy on. And it's nice to do that. So everyone be well. Everyone, please be kind to yourself and those around you. Even I have said this on previous streams. Sometimes karma and God will come through without people having to do anything. And that's why I challenge people to go out and find out what you're accusing me of. I trolled you. Now go prove. If you think there's a different theory out there, go prove it. Show us all. Everyone, have a good night. We love you guys. Thank you to the mods again. Thank you to everyone who's in the chat tonight. Please leave your DNA on that like button. We will be back tomorrow with part 2 of the court audio. Hopefully Ricky will have converted to 2. Ricky's running into that same issue that we ran into. We can't just export it, right? It's on a web. It's like embedded in the website from the court. So he's going to have to go into OBS and convert it. And
They're greedy.
I'll never understand. The court's like, you can't record this because we have a monopoly on the whole recording process, and you're going to pay us $35 for the court audio, but you can't do it. Everyone, be well. Eva, I'll let you take it away. Thank you again to the mods. Thank you to everyone who refrained from giving us super chats tonight or donations. Please direct those donations over to Jake or Magnolia. If you donate some money to Jake tonight when I retweet that, and I'll put it on YouTube too in a post, any money that goes to him, he said he will match for Magnolia. So an amazing thing to do. Everyone be well. See you on the next stream.
Have a good night, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow. And I'm going to change it up a little bit tonight. God bless America and God bless Jake.
I'm geometrically opposed to you. Y'all like to triangle. Y'all like to troll.